After my mom was arrested when I was 2, my grandma and my dad had made a plan to get her out of there because they felt like it wasn't safe for me and my younger sister. So they ended up moving her to the Texas prison. After they moved her to the Texas prison, I didn't see her until Christmas because I always visit my family in Texas during Christmas. So I probably was around 3 or 4 the next time I saw my mom. And the next time I saw her, she was actually in jail. But I was so young that I didn't understand where she was. I just remember picking up a phone to speak to her and seeing her in an orange jumpsuit, and I was very confused. My younger sister, Michelle, was actually the one to ask where did my mom go. I honestly didn't, from my recollection, didn't really wonder about her because I was so young. And my dad had immediately put how do I say this? My dad had immediately found babysitters for us, so there was somebody watching me while he had to work because he did have to provide for 2 daughters on his own. So I remember just being upset with having babysitters instead of my mom. But as I said, I was very young, so it was all just very confusing, and I didn't really start processing anything until middle school, I would say, or elementary actually. As I got older, the only support I received was from my godmother, who was in my life from when I was about, well, since I was born till when I was 8. She was the one taking care of me, and she honestly did offer me a lot of support, and it really did feel like I had a mother figure in that moment. But she did relapse like my mom because she actually met my mom in AA, and she ended up leaving my life, and we reconnected actually as I turned 22 this year. So my only support growing up was my father, of course, my godmother, and I had about 2 babysitters that I still am in contact with to this day. But as far as therapy, I did not receive any therapy, which I wish I had. And once I got to high school, I didn't need a babysitter anymore. So I would say around high school is when I felt very much more so alone without support. The kind of support I think that kids who are suffering from incarcerated loved ones deserve is therapy, is church, God, community, prayers. I think that support from people their age as well, just allowing us to know that we are not alone and there's so many other people going through our battles, that is the best support that we could have. I feel like guidance counselors at school should be more in tune with the children instead of just getting them in and out, making sure they have their schedules. I feel like we should be concerned about their emotional health as well, their home life as well, if they're willing to discuss it. I think overall community and God are the top 2 things that could carry us through this battle.